Yeah, this isn't right. Is she levelling out? She is levelling out again. In this video, I'm very excited. We're here at Pembrey Circuit, the home of Welsh motorsport, with my Citroen GSA. And we're going to attempt something I've never done before in a GSA. We're going to attempt to drive it on 3 wheels. So we're planning to take this wheel off and then see if we can do an entire lap of Pembrey Circuit on 3 wheels. Not recommended in most cars, but this is a hydraulic Citroen. This should be an absolute piece of cake. I'm just slightly nervous because I've never done it before. I have done a DS and driven it very slowly around a car park, but today we're going to be getting some speed up and going around bends on a racetrack on 3 wheels. Before I go any further, I must say huge thanks to Pembrey Circuit. There is some very interesting racing here: motocross, drifting, circuit racing, truck racing. It's one of very few tracks where they do truck racing in the UK. So for those who don't know, the Citroen GSA is an evolution of the GS, which was introduced in 1970 to fill the chasm between the little Citroens, the 2CV, Dynami, and the enormous DS. So this was the smaller family escort rival, if you like, also Alpha Sud. It uses an air-cooled flat-4 engine. It has the same hydraulic suspension as the DS, the same powered disc brakes as the DS, although this is disc all round, but it doesn't have power steering. But that won't be an issue today. First of all, before you start doing anything underneath a hydraulic Citroen, we need to make her go up in the air. So I move the height lever, and up we go. The front should follow. There we go. We wait till that's absolutely maxed out, because this is a key part of the trick. What I've done is put the suspension on the highest suspension setting, and it's now maxed out. It's effectively on the bump stops, which means if I come in with my jack, we can get this rear wheel off. We shall always start by slackening the wheel nuts, of course, before you start lifting the car. There we go. Just get those turning. The rear wheel coming off. There we go. Okay then, here we go. This is the key moment. I should now be able to lower the jack and the GSA should stay level. Nope, I'm going to have to start the engine. We're losing hydraulic pressure because the engine isn't running. This is real life, folks. It's not like we've practiced this 100 times. This is us finding out genuinely if this is going to work. Now, I've made one very minor modification to the car. There should be a big shroud on the back here to protect the disc. I don't think GS's had that. GSA's did. So we're just waiting for the hydraulic pressure. I don't think it's quite up at the back yet. Come on, there we go. Oh, there she goes. She's rising back up again. Even though this wheel is off the ground, she's gently bouncing back in the air. Hydraulic Citroens can get a bit confused by being jacked up. So we'll move that to one side. So, what do you reckon, folks? Is this going to work? There's a hydraulic pump just kicking in there. Ooh. This feels dangerous. I like it. So I'm getting in on this side, and you may be thinking, well, you should take the wheel off on the other side. And while I kind of understand that, Citroen themselves in promo videos of both the DS and the GS had the wheel off on the driver's side in some of those videos. So if I get in, yeah, we're nice and close. So shall we go for a lap? Here we go then. We are driving away with not enough wheels. How very strange. Right, we just confirmed we're clear. Oh, no, we're not. We're grounding out. Yeah, this isn't right. Is she levelling out? She is levelling out again. Right, here we go for an entire lap then. And here we go. Rather nervously, we are pulling onto Pembrey Circuit. I'm going to go for second. And hopefully you can see we really are missing a rear wheel. I hope you can see that from that angle. I can't actually see what I'm shooting, but bringing you back in. There we go, we're doing 20 miles an hour. GSAs have these wonderful rotating drum speedometers. And we come to the first bend. It's a right turn, so this should be nice and easy. This is like going to be the slowest lap of Pembrey ever, I think. Round the hairpin. We're still good. We're getting quite nervous because while we were parked there, she did actually lose her cool and the wheel dropped. We don't want to drop the wheel, so we don't want to cause any issues on the racetrack. There's the front wheel doing its thing as we come around the left-hander. And yeah, this is absolutely terrifying. The fastest lap, incidentally, at Pembrey was set by one, Ayrton Senna, you may have heard of him. He managed to do a lap of Pembrey in 44 seconds in a Formula 1 car. Oh, this is nerve-wracking stuff. We're into a left-hander now. Oh, this is worrying times. The track's technically closed, so we aren't going to be going high speed anyway, but we are driving a Citroen GSA on 3 wheels around Pembrey Circuit. How nervous am I? So I will admit the triangulation would suggest that this doesn't work and that this is a bad idea, but nonetheless we seem to be managing, we seem to be coping. It's exciting. Trying to film this as well. How are we doing? Are we still off the ground? Oh gosh, we've got a left-hander coming up. I'm going to leave you out of the car for this one. Turning now as little as I dare, which is generally the trick with racing anyway. Oh, there's a bit of a camber, but I can't hear us hitting. That's good times here in the GSA. Oh, I've waited 2 years. I've had this car for over 2 years wanting to do this trick. I bought this car while I was in Australia, having just filmed the DS on 3 wheels. And yeah, this is almost a lifelong dream. We had so little space to drive that DS on 3 wheels. So this is me really doing it properly for the first time. And it's absolutely petrifying. So yeah, we'll carry on. We're just coming up to the far end of the track. Nice big runoff areas, which you need if you're racing trucks, but motocross here as well. In fact, there's a motocross meet coming at the end of August, which I think should be good fun. But I'm almost sitting forward trying to hedge my weight, but I think Gisella's got this. Oh man, I'm tense. Really, really tense. But around we go. And we're kind of like on the back straight now. Just waiting for horrible noises to emerge and hoping that they don't. So yeah, huge thanks to Pembrey for making this dream possible. I'm not going to take that little chicane there. We are going to carry on this way around the track. Oh wow, into another hairpin, another chicane rather, so I'm bringing you in, driver's eye view. Take it nice and easy on the left. And then we're actually going to give it some beans. How fast dare I go? And that's us done. We're back into the pit lane again. Oh, incredibly tense. But, oh, out the window you go again. Yeah, that's been a remarkable, a very tense lap. We did an entire lap of Pembrey Circuit on three wheels. As someone who owns three-wheelers, perhaps that's not such an unusual thing, but I'm not used to doing laps of racetracks on three wheels in a car that normally has four. It's just a sign of how clever those engineers were at Citroen, but they could make this sort of thing possible. Wow. So there we go. That was us doing a lap of Pembrey in a car that isn't meant to be driven on three wheels. Yeah. Lifelong goals right there. Woo! Oh gosh, I'm tense. Oh, that was terrifying, if I'm honest. But she did it. Citroen GSA drove around Pembrey Circuit on three wheels. We've still got a gap beneath the rear disc. We survived the experience. Ah, hi Phil. Yeah, I'm still blown away by that. That's been quite the experience. It waited a long time for it. I hope you've enjoyed that too. It's just a small hint at what these remarkable cars can do. That fabulous hydraulic suspension. I'm not recommending that if you get a puncture you take the wheel off, but at least you can take the wheel off and drive to a safe place, or perhaps it won't even notice the puncture. The suspension is that good. But yeah, let's come around again. I just want to see how perilous that was getting. Oh yeah. Oof. That was scary old stuff. Wow. I love Citroens. They're amazing.